Subscribe to my channel now. Remember to subscribe to my channel. See you. Hello my subscribers and viewers. Today I'll show you a video of the scammers who pretend to be honest people. They want to pretend that they're honest and they want to tell the truth to people, but they're just some liars and scammers working together. First she made this video here with Water Cordovina. Water, the super fake polyglot. The super fake polyglot Water Cordovina. She made a video with him. Even she know that he's totally fake. She know that he's totally fake, but still she make a video with him. And to be honest, I don't know if she can really speak Chinese and Japanese, or maybe she just know a little from both languages, but I did not take time to watch her channel. Also, I think she has a video here with Mad vs Japan, exposing YouTube's fake polyglots and their lies. But you're working together with the liars, you fucking clown, man. They're all scammers working together. She wants to pretend that she's an honest person, but still she's working with the liars and the scammers. And I think she's also not totally honest about how good she speaks Chinese and Japanese, but I did not watch her videos. But I think she pretends to be high level or good in Chinese and Japanese, but there's a big chance that she only know a little of both languages. But let's take a look here on the first video here. Now she made a video with this clown, other scammer shit here. She made a video with the other liar. Let's take a look here on the video here. Fake language gods who and how YouTube gurus are ruining language learning. But you are also ruining language learning. You too, both of you scammers and liars, are also ruining language learning because you're also liars. Also you Oriental peer, you're also a liar, and you're working together with the other liars from this language learning scam community. This time we're dropping names: predatory marketing, lies, deception, exploitation from the YouTube language learning community. Today me and Polyglot Stuart Jay Raj, yeah really, he's also a liar and fake. We'll discuss how guru worship on YouTube is ruining language learning, and all her affiliate links here. And here in the video they're going to mention one name of one person that they want to say that he's not 100% honest. And of course, who will they mention? They will mention Benny Lewis. Why you mention Benny Lewis now, just after I finish uploading my videos about Benny Lewis? Then now you make a video talking about Benny Lewis. Why you did not talk about Benny Lewis some months ago, or half year ago, or 1 year ago, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago? Why now you want to say something about Benny Lewis only after I show that he's totally fake? Only after I made some videos showing that Benny Lewis is totally fake, then now they want to talk about Benny Lewis. But let's take a look on the video.
That YouTuber who has a cult-like fan base who thinks that there's some kind of language god and prowls the internet and censors people and won't let anyone criticize their language ability. And you see people just falling into this.
And I've been shocked. There is definitely, I guess, this guru element that's coming through. It's actually shocked me.
You're the influencer, you tell him, you can be like me, but you have to do this thing. It's such a tempting position of power. It really is, because you can just...
They want to pretend that they're honest people, but you're liars. Both of you are liars, and I will show that also in this video.
Make bank off of people on playing on these insecurities. Okay, let's give Thailand a call this morning.
喂，
早上好，很高兴认识你。
对，
How many edits? The video is full of edits now when they're going to speak in Asian language like that, then there's so many edits. Look now. I'm not sure if they're speaking Chinese now or what, and then it's full of edits.
很高兴认识你。你今天要不要上班呢？你在酒店工作的吗？
Now it's full of edits when they speak in Chinese or some other language.
可以吧？我请假了，没问题。我先来简单的自我介绍一下。各位观众朋友。
I'm not sure if they speak in Chinese or Japanese now or whatever. You can see it looks like she's looking a little bit up. I don't know if she has some script over the camera. Maybe she can speak Chinese and Japanese, but I think she write down a script to pretend that she's much better than her level. And this Stuart Jay Raj is totally fake.
大家好，我是来自美国底特律的安明，目前住在日本东京。我在国外生活已经有日子了，今年就是第10年，时间过得真快。然后我在中国。
You can see her eyes are looking up. It's not looking in the camera. Her eyes are not looking in the camera. They're looking up. I think she has some computer over the camera. She has some computer over the camera, and she's reading a script.
日本两地都做过硕士研究生，专业是国际关系。
Yeah, you're looking over your camera. I think over your camera you have a computer. You're reading your script.
课语言是中文和日文。去年6月份我就毕业了，然后就在日本的一个办公室。
You can see her eyes are looking up. She's reading some script, and I don't care what people think or believe. Maybe people believe that she can speak Chinese and Japanese because it's only 2 languages. If she can speak Chinese and Japanese, maybe she know a little, but she read a script to pretend that she's much better level.
跟日本人一起工作，天天都有机会讲日文。然后，因为我是个很喜欢学习外语的人，所以我就邀请 Stuart 过来跟我聊天儿，因为他是个会讲好多种外语的人。Stuart， 可以麻烦你简单的自我介绍一下呢？
And also there's some edits, but they're not easy to see, but there's some edits also when she's speaking. And why he's looking to the right side there? Why you're not looking at the camera? Looking to the right side to read something.
好的，简单的，
And now he looked down to read his script. You fake polyglot, you fake clown. They want to talk about honesty. They want to talk about honesty, but they're reading from a script. Look at him, he's looking down to read from a script. This fake clown man.
我的名字，英语的名字就是 Stuart Jay Raj。
And there's an edit there. But I'm not going to show the edits because it will take too much time to show the edits. But if you look good, if you play the video again and look good, you'll see there was some edit there when he was speaking.
是澳洲人，我妈妈是澳。
And you can see he looked down there.
好的，简单的，
Look good here. After a few seconds, you'll see there's some shaking in the picture. In the picture, there's some edit here. After a few seconds.
我的名字，英语的名字就是 Stuart Jay Raj。
After he said Stuart Jay Raj, then there was an edit.
是澳洲人。
And now he looked to the right side to read. He looked to the right side to read, and after he looked down to read. Now he looked down to read. Look, now he's looking down to read. You fake clown. You want to talk about honesty, but you're reading from a script. You want to talk about honesty, but you're reading from a script.
是澳洲人，他是。
And he will make some lying story about that he can speak different languages for different reasons.
老外，爸爸是。
Now he says that is Indian from Fiji and some bullshit lying stories.
印度。
Yeah, why are you looking to the right side? Looking to the right side to read, you fake clown man. Look to the right side to read from your script to tell us your lying story. Now he looked down also for a second.
印度的，它是飞机岛的印
Looking to the right side to read from your script, you fake clown.
度人，所以
And there's some edit also in the video.
我是混血。我
He looked to the right side for a second.
从小时候，我的外公，所以我妈妈的爸爸会讲好印度人，他是印度的，他是飞机岛的印度人，所以我是。
So I'm mixed race. Since I was little, my paternal grandfather could speak many languages. Yeah, your grandfather could speak 100 language and he teach you 100 language. You fucking liar, man. You're such liars, and then you want to make a video here pretend that you're honest people. You make a video here, you want to pretend that you're honest people, but you're such liars, man. Your grandfather could speak many languages, he teach you 100 language. You full of bullshit, man.
混血，我从小时候，我的外公，所以我妈妈的爸爸会讲好几种语言，所以从
Looking down to read your script to tell us your lying story. So he taught me to speak many languages from childhood. Yeah. He teach you 20 languages when you were 3 years old. When you were 3 years old, your grandfather teach you 20 languages because he can speak 100 language, your grandfather. And he is Indian and Mexican and Chinese and Russian and Portuguese. Your grandfather is from every country and can speak 100 language, and he teach you 20 languages or 50 languages when you're 3 years old. You bullshit people, man. Then you want to pretend that you make a video to be honest. And look, he's looking down to read from his script. You can see he's looking down to read from his script because he cannot speak this language. I don't know what language they're speaking now. If it's Chinese or Japanese or whatever, but he's looking down to read from his script, this fake clown, man.
小时
Yeah, looking down to read from your script to tell us your lying story.
他就教我讲好几种语言，学语言的学法然后
Looking down to read from your script to tell us your lying story. Since I was a kid, we had another family. Yeah, you had 100 family, and every family could speak many languages. They teach you hundreds and thousands of languages. All your 100 family from 100 different countries. You bullshit liar, man.
从小时候
Just looking down to read, you fake clown, man.
也有另外一个家庭，
He looked down to read, then he looked to the right side to read.
教我讲好几种语言，学语言的学法然后
Looking down to read from your script, you fake clown, man. Looking down to read from your script, pretending to speak a language you cannot speak.
从小时候
Yeah, clown, man.
也有另外一个家庭，
Then after he looked to the right side for a second, this fake clown, man.
时候也有另
Also, they edit the video. The video is full of edit. The video is full of edit. He looked for a longer time, but they edit and cut it out.
外一个家庭，
Look, he looked to the right side for a second there, but they edit and cut it out to fake scammers.
有另外一个家庭。
Look, he looked there to the right side to read. He looked to the right side to read, but they edit and cut it out. And before he was looking down to read, but they just edit and cut it out when he look and read for a longer time. Looking to the right side to read, you fake clown. And before you look down to read also, and you just edit the video and cut out every time you look and read.
他是我第二个
His second family was ethnically Chinese Indonesians. Really? Yeah. They teach you Chinese and Indonesian and all Asian language. Then you also had another family from East Europe who teach you all the East European language. And you had a family from South America who teach you Portuguese and other languages. You full of bullshit, man. You fake liars, man.
家庭，他们是印尼华侨，所以从小
Looking down to read from your script, you fake clown, man. So since I was a kid, I spoke standard Indonesian, other Indonesian dialects and Chinese in their house. Yeah! Ah, fuck you, man, and your lying stories, man.
在他们的家。
That's why you look down to read from your script, because you can speak the language. Looking down to read from your script, you fake liar, man. Looking down to read from your script, you fake liar, man.
讲印尼话跟其他的印尼方言跟中文。
He looked to the right side also, and there was also an edit. There was also an edit, but I cannot show you those edits because they make some good editing.
可是现在在泰国住，我在泰国待了大概25多年。
太厉害了，我真的很佩服你，我要下。
You can see she's looking up, she's not looking in the camera. You can see she's looking up. I don't know how much she can speak the language, but she's looking up, same like she's looking at some computer or something and reading.
你学习 And you know, it's so interesting actually. When you speak Chinese, you have sort of a Southeast Asian kind of.
When he speaks Chinese, he's reading from a script, and I think you also do the same. When he speaks Chinese, he's reading from a script. He keep looking down to read, and he keep looking to the right side to read. And when you speak Chinese, your eyes are looking up. When you speak Chinese, your eyes are looking up. I think you're looking at a computer over the camera, or maybe you know a little Chinese, but I think still you're reading from a script also. But this Stuart Jay Raj, he was reading from a script the whole time, and the video is full of edits. You're just some fake liars, and then you want to pretend that you're being honest in this video.
Accent to it.
Yeah, I think so.
Where are you looking? Also, when you speak English, he's reading from a script, because they just want to tell you all their bullshit.
And actually, this is something I'm working.
See, he also looked down to read his script in English, because they're just some bullshit people.
To shift.
I don't know if you want to change it. I think it sounds kind of cool. It's like very unique. It's not an English sounding accent at all. It's very unique, and I'm a little bit proud of my Chinese-ish sounding Japanese. It's nobody else except my roommates who are Chinese are like that. It's just very strange. But that you said you do YouTube, so that's actually why I wanted to talk to you today about different things going on. Specifically, this idea of guru worship and how it's affecting language learning.
And I've been shocked. There is definitely.
Also, when you speak in English, you look to the side to read. When you speak in English, you look to the side to read and look down to read also, because they just write down a script for this lying video, this bullshit lying video.
It's this guru element that's coming through. And a lot of the time it turns into a Wizard of Oz situation too, where basically then their personality gets so big, they become too big in their own mind maybe to fail.
That's right. And then you get into the overselling your skills part of it. And it's really crappy too when people don't even want to be criticized. Like, you know, I've had people dissect my Chinese, and that was fine because I've never claimed to be perfect. But if you do make that claim, well, be prepared.
You don't claim to be perfect, but I think you're also reading from a script. Maybe you can speak some Chinese. Maybe you can speak some Chinese, but you're also reading from a script to pretend that you are better or higher level.
For people to call you out, and don't try to silence them, because that's not right.
If you're not a native speaker,
Looking down to read from your script because you are a fake shit person.
you're not perfect.
And I think it's human nature that we want to idolize someone. We want to put someone or something in that godlike position. And we just have a tendency to be kind of like groupies. And it's so easy when maybe you didn't intend for that to happen in the beginning, but once you're in that position and people see you like as a god, to embrace it and try to keep up with the charade and even to try to exploit it. It's very tempting to do, and I've seen it happen again and again.
It would devastate me internally to think that anything that I have said or done is going to discourage somebody's future learning. For me, just personally. And so, like, if
Where are you looking, clown? You're just reading your script, you fucking clown. And you're just some liar. You want to pretend that you are a good and honest person. And then you're just lying to people. You're all working together in this language learning community. This language learning scam community full of liars and scammers working together.
If what I've said has really crushed somebody or given somebody false expectations and then they're coming through with that and I've profited on that, I'd feel like shit. One thing I would say too is that in Western countries, say with Asian languages, their perception of what fluency is very different. I work a lot with different militaries, and I will get people, say in the US, you've got what's called the DLPT, the Defense Language Proficiency Test, and I would have people who got a 3, they got really high scores in their DLPT. So they're officially, professionally accredited in this language. They hit the ground here and nobody would speak to them. And so just the expectations of what fluency or what this person's doing, I'm sure that you get way more bang for your buck shooting it out to a Western audience in the West than locally and these local reactions.
Yeah, and that's what I've said in previous videos as well. But I guess the main point here is I'm not asking for
local reactions.
Yeah, and that's what I've said in previous videos as well. But I guess
both of you keep reading from a script. You can see she's looking down to read from a script. And I know she's speaking in English now, but also when they speak in other languages, they're reading from a script because they're fake people.
the main point here is I'm not asking for anyone to try to cancel the genre or cancel anyone. I just feel like there's some stuff going on that we need to be less invested in the person who's doing the YouTube channel and more invested in the language. And also, for the people that are in these positions of power to just, realize they have a lot of responsibility. So many times I've heard, well, this YouTuber, that YouTuber uses clickbait. That's just what they have to do to get views. It's like, that's just what they have to do to sell their product. Bull crap, all right, bull crap. I got 20 million views on a video without lying about anything, without being deceptive or saying I could do something that I couldn't, or saying that I was perfect, or saying that I learned it in 30 days. And I really think the clickbaiting is also harmful. People will say, but it's inspiring people, but it does good. Well, I think to a certain extent it does inspire people, it does do good, but it does also do a lot of harm, because what people don't think about, and I'm a YouTuber so I know this, is the impression rate on the thumbnail and title. Okay, 20 million views on a video. Just asking you, Stuart, how many people do you think saw that thumbnail and title?
Yeah, well, you're looking at what, 200 million people?
The answer is 250 million people saw that thumbnail and saw that title with no context whatsoever. So if I want to put something in there like, I learned Japanese in 30 days, or I speak perfect Japanese as an American, then 250 million people will get that with no context whatsoever. And I think that is so harmful. And even if you want to downplay it in the video for the 20 million that did watch it, I
learned something in 30 days, I learned it for 30 minutes, I learned it while I was sleeping, whatever. Just kidding, you guys, I'm still in the learning process, I'm just doing this for fun.
Maybe the audience doesn't know. I know as a YouTuber, by the end of that video, when you're ready to downplay, I'm just studying or whatever, only 20% of the original audience is still watching. So it's like getting smaller and smaller. But out of 250 million people that saw that title, there is a good chunk. Don't tell me there's not a couple thousand people that believe that. It confirms, it's almost confirmation bias. It confirms what they already thought, that it's like singing. You have to have some sort of innate natural talent to learn a language, just like innate natural talent to sing. But that's not the case at all. So people will feel quite discouraged. All right, I'm going to take on Thai, but here I'm 3 months into this. I'm not even close to being able to have a basic conversation. Must be that I'm not talented. I mean, I've seen so many YouTube videos on it, so I suck at this, I should give up. And I think that's what happens.
But what I would say...
Yeah, both of you pretend to be honest people, but both of you are liars. They want to make a video here pretending to be honest, but both of you are liars.
I think maybe in my earlier years, I would probably be a lot more vocal. We have a saying in Thai, เสียน้อยเสียยากเสียมากเสียง่าย. To lose a little hurts. เ เสียมากเสียง่าย to lose everything, it can happen in an instant.
You're going to lose everything when people find out what kind of fake shit scammers and liars you are. It's only a matter of time before people will find out what kind of fake liars and scammers all of you are in this language learning community.
And so this, in the case of, say, calling somebody out, yeah, I might feel satisfied in speaking my mind and calling somebody out, and then the retaliation that comes as a result of that, and all of the can of worms that's opened up. Is it worth it? Probably not.
Is it worth it to make a point? Well, the times where there's actual constructive criticism, and also for the benefit of the many millions of viewers watching, I feel like this is a good topic. This is an academic topic. We're talking about language learning, and also so that they don't feel discouraged, so that they don't give up, so that they don't see something and trick themselves into believing it. I think that they also feel that way too, a lot of them. I'm not tone deaf. I see what's happening. I see how other people feel too.
Supposing you take these gurus and you're saying, yeah, you just have to do what I did, and then they market that using predatory tactics. I see these as two things. I believe that there is a lot of power in modeling what you do on somebody who has been successful at doing something. But that's modeling on what they really did, not what they say they did or what they think they did. So, I think for myself, if somebody modeled their learning on what I did, they would learn. Now, they would probably start realizing a degree of insanity as well. Just looking at how much, and probably they want to do it. But if they really, really, really want to model on what I do, yeah, okay, go and do it. And I'm sure that it'll work for you. Now, I've tried to package some of these elements of what I do together, and that's what my Minecraft program is. But it's just to give them that. But you can model something on that. But
Yeah, bullshit with you. You are a liar and a scammer, and you're lying to people and fooling people and scamming people, and you're working together with other liars and scammers. This language learning community, all of you are just some fake liars. And I can see you looking down and reading from a script, and I know that you can speak English, but it's because you wrote down some bullshit, nonsense bullshit that you want to say in this video. That's why you write down some bullshit script.
I'm not going to say this is guaranteed, you just do this, because the reality is if you do really model on somebody who's been successful at something, it's not going to be this sexy, learn in 3 months, or you just have to do this and you're going to be fluent.
And I'm not saying it's wrong to make money teaching people about language learning. I'm saying it's wrong to hold this kind of carrot in front of their head. You can get this too, only 30 minutes a day. I mean, both you and I know people that sell products that really feel, they're not bad products, but they feel they need to oversell it and sometimes take some predatory tactics, or they will do something like just convince people who already might not want to put the sheer crushing amount of hours that it takes to learn a language in. They'll play to that, and they feel like that's the only way they can sell their product. Do 20% of the work, get 80% of the results. And I'm not saying the product they're selling is necessarily bad, but the marketing is definitely preying on people's insecurities, playing on their lack of knowledge about how much work it actually takes to learn a language. And I think that that's definitely harmful.
Yeah, okay. You've got me thinking now. I'm going to say 2 names, and I'm not saying these 2 names in malice.
A name drop. Okay. Go ahead, do it.
When you're talking about these, and maybe one of the first would be Benny Lewis. Now, I love Benny. Benny's a friend.
So now, after I show that Benny Lewis is fake and make some fake edited videos reading from a script, then now you want to talk about Benny Lewis? Why did you not talk about Benny Lewis half year ago, or 1 year ago, or 2 years ago? Why now you mention Benny Lewis? Only after I show that he's totally fake? Now when I show Benny Lewis is fake, then you want to talk about Benny Lewis? And it happened exactly just after I finished uploading my videos of Benny Lewis, then you made a video saying something about Benny Lewis. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Just after I finished my videos about Benny Lewis, then you want to mention Benny Lewis.
And
Okay, go ahead, do it.
when you're talking about these, and maybe one of the first would be Benny Lewis. Now, I love Benny. Benny's a friend. And Benny has done some amazing things inspiring people to language and into learning language. But Benny's original thing was fluent in 3 months. And it's there, even from back then. And he's done really well with his series. Now, fluent in 3 months, though the way I understood it for Benny was that was a challenge to himself. Was how fluent can I get in 3 months?
Yeah, bullshit with you. Bullshit with you, liar. Bullshit with you, liar. Benny Lewis, the fake liar and scammer, he said that anyone can get fluent in 3 months. He say anyone can get fluent in 3 months in any language. And he tried to sell his course and his ebook. He tried to sell his language course or his coaching course and his ebook because he tell people that anyone can be fluent in any language in 3 months. You fucking liar, and you know that. But now you want to change what it's about. You fucking liars and scammers.
Now, in 3 months, though the way I understood it for Benny was that was a challenge to himself. Was how fluent can I get in 3 months? Now, it was marketing, and because everyone, I want to be fluent in 3 months, and so they would jump in and want that. But for Benny, if you actually looked at it, it was how fluent could I get in 3 months? And knowing Benny's personality, he would come out and say, look, I'm not a language learner, but when I jump in there and I go live, breathe the language, how fluent can I be in 3 months? And he's been successful, and he's had some success stories. He's had some less than successful
Success stories fooling and scamming people. Success stories fooling and scamming people, and you have been working with him, all of you working together. Only now, after I made my videos about Benny Lewis, then you want to talk about him. And now he want to say that, oh, it's about Benny Lewis himself, that he want to practice a language for 3 months to see how much he can learn in 3 months. No, he did not say he want to see how much he can learn in 3 months. He want to pretend that he can be fluent in 3 months, and he want to pretend that he can make anyone fluent in 3 months if they buy his ebooks and if they pay for his coaching sessions, if they pay him $249 for 30-minute Skype video call and do that many times, then he can help them how to become fluent in 3 months. He's a scammer, and you are a liar supporting a scammer, you fake shit.
breathe the language, how fluent can I be in 3 months? And he's been successful, and he's had some success stories. He's had some less than successful stories, but I've seen negative repercussions. So, for example, when Benny did Thai, sort of saying all of this stuff to the Thai learning community that just ate him alive when he was there, and it disillusioned a lot of people. His I don't want to use the word failure, but his inability to reach like any kind of real conversational fluency in Thai reinforced then after this 3-month experiment that, see, Thai is such a hard language to learn. Well, if he can't do it and this is what he does, well, I'm not even going to try. And so, yeah, I would say that was bad. Another one, which also Benny and this other guy is Tim Ferriss. Now, Tim Ferriss is extremely successful when he does, but his books, the 4-minute, the 4-hour work week, or the 4-minute workout, or this 4-minute, just getting these little time periods into the marketing jargon is what captures people's attention. And so this 4-minute workout or whatever, everybody wants to achieve something in the smallest amount of time possible. But what you don't see with Tim, and it's kind of like the way that I imagine you learn languages and you learn things and I do, yeah, it's 4 minutes, but the preparation leading up to that and the insane focus and all of this, it's actually not 4 minutes, it's way more. If gurus keep pitching this, that you can do it in X amount, or this is the special sauce that's going to get you up to that level in no time flat, well, yeah, there's an issue with that.
I feel like people have very unrealistic expectations. They want something in their head. I see myself speaking perfect Japanese, perfect Chinese, perfect whatever language, and it's just very unrealistic. But I only want...
The only perfect you people speak are perfect lying to people. The only perfect thing you people speak are perfect lying to people, perfect liars.
I want to see a teacher once a week for an hour. Like, didn't a student tell you that one time?
Not just one student, but yeah. If you constantly do 1 hour, you're never ever going to go beyond this point. And then he gets disheartened because there's no real progress, and it's basically like Groundhog Day trying to rev the engine back up just to get it going out of first gear.
And you take a guy like that, you show him a person who's very, very, very dedicated, who has dedicated their, a lot of their time every day to this, who's just crazy passionate about language learning, willing to sacrifice anything. And as an influencer, you're that guy, and you're the influencer. You tell him, you can be like me, but you have to do this thing. It's such a tempting position of power. It really is, because you can just make bank off of people on playing on these insecurities. There's something very unsettling about that, and I don't like the cult-like personality and all these followers that just feel connected to that person. Maybe it's a male audience or they have similar hobbies or whatever, and this is our person, and if anyone says anything about our person, we're gonna go after them. People are welcome to disagree with me or write in the comments section what their opinion is, and we'll discuss it, and I'm not gonna censor anyone. I'm not going to go through and try to silence anyone. I like to hear the voices that disagree with me too, and that's why I contacted you, because actually we had, a little back and forth there for a little while. Hey, I clipped you, didn't I, Stuart?
Asian chick speaks perfect English, orders a hamburger, literally stuns McDonald's staff.
The ironic thing about these comments is that, people that claim to be so worldly and know so many languages don't even know the other language world of YouTube. That was kind of just a little bit of fun, though. I hope you didn't take offense.
No, I think it's cool.
And I did it tongue-in-cheek too. Me doing that, of course I'm calling out for somebody to come and react to it. And you actually made some valid points that sent me on a fascinating journey into the world of YouTube, because I was sheltered from what's out there on YouTube. And I found some amazing YouTubers, some Japanese ladies that speak Hindi, and they're out there and all of these. I thought, wow, this is pretty cool.
So did I change your mind just a little?
Yeah, well, I would say you opened my mind and you broadened it, and great, thank you.
I don't like the feeling that, you can't say anything about anything. Like, this is an academic subject. We can debate ideas. I don't like personal attacks.
But make it a discussion. Like just honestly, I'm open. Just these troll attacks sometimes flabbergast me.
Yeah. Don't troll Stuart. No trolling Stuart, and no trolling me. There was literally someone who made a podcast telling everyone he was trembling with anger.
The Oriental Pearl thing, I was angry. Literally trembling. Shaking. I was literally shaking with anger and rage about that.
Stop it. Get some help.
This whole trembling watching you, I don't know. Humans are a fascinating bunch, huh?
Yeah, people should tell you some nice things about what you're doing when you're lying to people and fooling people. Then people should tell you, oh, you're amazing because you are fooling people and lying to people.
You can be influenced like that just from watching a clip of somebody that you don't even know. But yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm just going to live in my own little world. I think that what you're doing is a fantastic thing, and the fact that you're able to, build this up and do that. I'm going to sit in the back rows a little bit though for these kinds of.
Yeah, and I think what you are doing is not fantastic. Lying to people and fooling people and scamming people. Do you think what you yourself are doing also is fantastic? What do you think about what you are doing? You're fooling people, lying to people, scamming people, and working together with other liars and scammers. How do you think about that? I'm very sure you're very proud of yourself and your scammer friends. I'm very sure you're very proud of yourself and your scammer friends for lying to people and scamming people, you fake shit people.
Wars. Living here, and this is why I put that clip out, it is not in my interest to have those surprise shock reactions. It's not in my interest on a daily life basis, and it's not in my interest on professional basis. It's in my interest. My main bread and butter comes from being able to hit the ground in Southeast Asia or China and have minimal shock value so people open up and tell me stuff. I keep that confidential, and I try and work out what's really going on, and I'll package it back for usually the Western CEOs and executives. So it's not in my interest to have shock value, this person. And my personal life here in Thailand, if I walk around the streets and every time I open my mouth somebody is shocked, that makes for a super frustrating life.
But that's more like real life, right? Most people aren't shocked. It's more about, can you make people laugh? Can you make people smile? Can you inspire? And then I guess...
Can you inspire by making some lying video, lying to people? You scammers and liars, you want to inspire by lying to people and fooling people. Lying to people and fooling people, that's inspiring people for you.
People feel like, well, I'd like to do that too, and then they get into language learning, and I think that part's good, but it is a show. It's just for...
Getting into language learning or scamming learning? I think you get into scamming learning how to fool and scam people and how to work together with other liars and scammers. Liars and scammers working together. That's the only thing you know about, you fake shit people.
Entertainment, and that's what I've come to understand. Even, thinking some of the polyglots that were bigger, they didn't necessarily have the best language skills, but they were the most entertaining. So on YouTube, that's really what matters, and congrats to them.
What matters is that polyglot YouTubers are entertaining. What matters is that polyglot YouTubers are entertaining. So that's the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter that they're lying to people and pretending to speak 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 languages they cannot speak. Only thing that matters is that it's entertaining. It doesn't matter that they're lying to people about how many languages they can speak, so they can sell them some ebooks and sell them some coaching sessions and sell them other products. It doesn't matter that they're lying to people and fooling people and scamming people. The only thing that matters for you is that it's entertaining. Then you want to pretend that you are an honest person. She wants to pretend that she's an honest person and that she's not saying like some of the people are lying, but you're also working together with the liars and you're defending the liars and scammers because you're also working with them. And to be honest, I don't know how much Chinese and Japanese you can speak, because I've seen some people writing some comments. I've seen before some people writing some comments that they're not sure about how good you are in Chinese and Japanese. But I don't speak Chinese and Japanese, so I cannot say how much you can speak those languages. Also, I did not watch your videos, but I think you're full of bullshit. I don't know now if you're living in China or Japan, if you have only been living there for 1 year or 2 years, maybe you're not really fluent or high level yet. And if you live in one of the countries, it doesn't mean that you're fluent in two languages. I don't know if you're living in China or Japan, but if you're living in Japan and have learned some Japanese, then you're not fluent in Chinese. Or if you live in China and you have learned some Chinese, then you're not fluent in Japanese. You want to pretend that you can speak both languages. If you can speak both languages, maybe you have learned a little from both languages. But I'm very sure you also make some fake edited videos and reading from a script, pretending to be high level in both languages. And maybe you're still beginner in both languages. And that's not even the biggest problem. The biggest problem is not how much Chinese or Japanese you can speak. The biggest problem is that you're making videos with two scammers and working together with those polyglot scammers. You're working with this Stuart Jay Raj and also together with Uta Corduena and the other polyglots. You're working together with them and communicating with them. You're working and communicating with the other scammers. That's the worst thing about you. You're also a liar and fake and working together with the other fake liars and scammers.
For making really awesome videos. I think that we had a pretty good discussion today.
The polyglot YouTubers are making real awesome videos and entertaining. So fooling and scamming people and lying to people, that's really awesome and entertaining. It's amazing and awesome and entertaining to fool people and lie to people and scam people.
The most entertaining, so on YouTube, and that's what I've come to understand.
Let's listen here what she will say about the polyglot YouTubers. She will say that it's entertaining and some nice things about what they're doing. Really, what the polyglot YouTubers are something good. What they're doing, they're lying to people and fooling people and scamming people. It's not something nice. But let's play again and listen what she say about the polyglots.
People feel like, well, I'd like to do that too, and then they get into language learning, and I think that part's good, but it is a show. It's just for entertainment, and that's what I've come to understand. Even, thinking some of the polyglots that were bigger, they didn't necessarily have the best language skills, but they were the most entertaining. So on YouTube, that's really what matters, and congrats to them for making really awesome videos.
That's really what matters. When they lie to people and fool people and scam people, the only thing that matters is that they make some entertaining videos. You fucking bullshit shit people, man.
I think that we had a pretty good discussion today. Could you, perhaps for the very last thing, could you do a little introduction in a few languages that you've learned? I mean, you don't count. Some people count, how many.
Look now, the clown will speak in different languages. Look now, the Stuart Jay Raj, he will speak in different languages and then he will keep looking down to read from a script.
Perhaps for the very last thing, could you do a little introduction in a few languages that you've learned? I mean, you don't count. Some people count, how many they learn. Stuart's a guy who says, I have no number, but could you maybe give us...
He have no number. He can speak 100 million languages. Stuart Jay Raj, he can speak 1 million languages. Reading from a script. He can speak 1 million languages reading from a script. This Stuart Jay Raj.
So a couple just to sample.
Ja, welke sport skal vi tale her? Det var dansk, ja.
Now you're speaking Danish, really? Looking down and reading from your script. Speaking Danish, you fucking clown. Where are you looking, clown? You're looking down. Clown, where are you looking? Where are you looking, clown? You're looking down. Looking down to read from your script. You cannot speak Danish. And he do this with the other languages also now.
Stuart Jay Raj.
Stuart Jay Raj. Living in Thailand.
Hey, Thailand. Kalau sekarang lagi ngomong bahasa Indonesia ya, itu
looking down to read. Indonesian and Bahasa Melayu and Malaysian are slightly different. Really, looking down to read. He said that he can speak this Indonesian and he learned this Indonesian languages when he was still a kid. He said that his grandfather teach him the Indonesian languages when he was a kid. And he made some lying story about his grandfather being some Indonesian something. Then now he's looking down and reading. You're looking down and reading, you fake liar, you fake shit. You're looking down and reading from your script.
Bahasa Indonesia sama bahasa Melayu atau Malaysia dari Malaysia.
Looking down to read from your script, you fake shit liar. Because you cannot speak those languages, you fake shit.
lain logat
And there are also some edits. He looked down to read from the script, and also there's some edits.
saya itu agak Jakarta tapi ada bentuknya juga dari Jawa.
Looking down to read, you fake clown. Looking down to read, you fake clown. You want to pretend you can speak many languages, and you only speak every language for few seconds, and looking down to read from your script.
Kan tinggal sama
Looking down and reading, you fake clown.
orang Jawa dan di Surabaya juga.
Looking down and reading, you fake liar, scammer, you fake polyglot, you fake shit liar. You make a video here pretending to be honest. You make a video here pretending to be honest, but you're just looking and reading from a script, you fake shit. And you want to defend Benny Lewis, the fake shithole Benny Lewis.
ถ้าจะพูดภาษาไทยด้วยเราก็
Looking down to read, you fake liar. If you want, we can speak in Thai too. He said that he lives in Thailand and can speak Thai, but he's looking down and reading. I think you're speaking in English when you're living in Thailand. You live in Thailand, but I think you're speaking with people in English. Maybe you have learned a little bit Thai. Maybe you have learned a little Thai when you live in Thailand, but still you're not fluent or high level. And I think you're looking and reading from a script. You can see he's looking down to read this fake shit, man. If you want, we can speak in Thai too. So speaking in Thai is looking down and reading from your script. And every language you look down to read from your script, you fake shithole, man.
พูดกันได้มีคลิปหลาย
Looking down, you fake clown.
คลิปที่ออก
Looking down to read from your script, you fake shit liar. Looking down to read from your script, you fake shit.
เป็นภาษาไทยสำหรับทั้งคนที่กำลังเรียนภาษาไทยแล้วก็เจ้าของภาษาไทยด้วย
Looking down to read from your script, you fake shit, and the video is full of edits. Looking down to read from your script.
What else am I going to speak? We've spoken Chinese already. That was
What else you're going to speak, or what else you're going to read from your script? How many language you have there on your script? Read more language. Read 100 language there from your script there. Look down and read 100 language from your script. Because this is very impressive. The donkey can look down and read from a script. Very impressive.
what Danish, Indonesian, Thai. Anyway,
Yeah. Indonesian, Thai. You can speak 100 million language reading from your script. You can speak 100 million language reading from your script. You fake shit, scammer, liar, shithole.
That was amazing.
And you make a video with him. So you're not much better. You're making a video with a liar. And I'm very sure you're also lying about how much Chinese and Japanese you can speak. I'm very sure you also lie about how much Chinese and Japanese you can speak. I don't know if you can speak Chinese and Japanese, or if you only learn few beginner stuff, and then you just make some fake edited videos and reading from a script. I'm very sure you're also totally fake. And you make a video with a liar and scammer defending the polyglot YouTubers. You make a video here to defend the polyglot YouTubers. You pretend that you're being honest. You make a video here, you want to pretend that you're being honest to people, but you're some fucking shit people, man.
I encourage everyone to go and subscribe to Stuart's channel.
No, we don't want to subscribe to this Stuart Jay Raj scammer shithole, man.
He deserves more credit than he gets.
He deserves more credit than he gets. So he deserves more credit for lying to people and fooling people and scamming people and working together with other liars and scammers, same like you fake shit people.
For sure. And thank you so much, Stuart. I really enjoyed this conversation. I think it was very productive, and we got a lot of stuff out there for discussion, and people can join us, and that's what it's all about, you know?
no, it's been an honor, and I hope, this
Yeah, looking down to your script, you fake shithole, man.
friendship, along with, everybody else in the community, we can be
The scam community, and you look down to read from your script to defend your scam community.
come close and have these discussions.
And that's
Listen now, he will say the community. He will say the community is talking about this language learning scam community. Listen now, he will talk about the language learning scam community.
what it's all about, you know?
No, it's been an honor, and I hope, this friendship, along with, everybody else in the community, we can become close and have these discussions.
Everybody else in the community, in your language learning scam community, you fucking scammers working together in this language learning scam community. All of you shit people in this language learning scam community are working together. Also this Oriental Pearl, she's working with you. Also this Oriental Pearl, she's working with you scammers.
Discussions and use it for good rather than evil. Yeah, really help people out there. I really love what you're doing there, and I hope this isn't the last time.
Yeah, me too. So thank you so much, and have a good day. 好，谢谢。
Blah blah. Look, she's looking up. Can you see she's looking up? Now she need to speak in Chinese or something, then she's looking up. You can see her eyes are looking up. Can you see her eyes are looking up? Her eyes are looking up. She's reading from a script. There's a big chance that you cannot speak Chinese or you only know very little in Chinese. I can see you looking up there. There's a very big chance that you don't know how to speak Chinese and Japanese. And if you know something, maybe very little beginner, you're looking up there to read from your script, you fake shit person.
好，再见。
Look at her. You can see now she's speaking Chinese. She's looking up. Now she's speaking Chinese. She's looking up to read from her laptop or something.
下次见哦。好。
Yeah, looking up to read from her laptop. All of you shit people working together. All of you disgusting shit people working together, man. I want to find the channel of this other shithole there. I don't know if she put it in the description or if he make a comment here. This Stuart Jay Raj shithole, man. Here, the channel of Stuart Jay Raj shit. You are a scammer and a liar, and the same with this Oriental Pearl also. She's also a scammer and liar. Here, video with Matt versus Japan. He is also part of the scam community. Matt versus Japan, also part of the scam community. And you also have video here with Steve Kaufman. How to learn 18 plus languages. Interview with Steve Kaufman. How to learn 18 plus languages. You can see on the thumbnail. On the thumbnail it says how to learn 18 plus languages. So you want to say that Steve Kaufman can speak 18 plus languages? So you want to say that Steve Kaufman can speak more than 18 languages? And then you want to tell us in this video that you're honest. Here you say that Steve Kaufman can speak more than 18 languages. And here in this video they want to pretend that they're honest. So when you say that Steve Kaufman can speak more than 18 languages, you're honest. Or when you say that Benny Lewis can speak the language that he can speak, or that he is not lying to people or something like that, then you're also being honest. And when you read from a script, when you end of the video and also start of the video, end of the video and start of the video, when he's speaking other languages, he's looking and reading from a script, and he makes some lying stories about his grandfather being from some Indonesian place and learning him some Indonesian languages and all other bullshit. All of you are fake liars and scammers, just some fake shit people, man. All of you are some fake shit liars and scammers working together to fool and scam people. All of you are some fake liars and scammers. United States of Scammers. More info, United States of Scammers. And the other guy, I think from Australia or something, this Stuart Jay Raj, the Stuart Jay Raj shithole is from Australia. Just some fake shit people, liars and scammers working together to fool and scam people and lie to people. And now after I made those videos about Benny Lewis, then they talk about Benny Lewis. After I made the videos of Benny Lewis, then they talk about Benny Lewis and they try to defend what he's doing. They try to defend what he's doing and they pretend that they're being honest, you fucking shit people. Benny Lewis is a liar and a scammer, and the same with Luca Lampariello and Steve Kaufman and Lindy Boltz and all of you. Also you, Stuart Jay Raj, you're a scammer and liar, and also Oriental Pearl and Matt versus Japan. All of you are scammers or liars working together. All of you fake shit people, man. Subscribe to my channel now. Remember, subscribe to my channel. See you. اشترك في القناة دلوقتي. افتكر اشترك في القناة. أشوفك. السلامة. Husk at abonnere på min kanal nu. Husk at abonnere. Vi ses. abonnez-vous à ma chaîne maintenant. Abonnez-vous à ma chaîne.